Hey guys, it's Nick again here at the front of the episode. Just want to let you guys know again about the Stand Against Evil fan club that you can go to on Facebook. You can hop on over there and show all your love for all things Stand Against Evil, as well as participate in some of the fun trivia they got going on over the weekends. And also for any of our international listeners, just want to let you guys know that Stand Against Evil has been picked up by Fox UK and is airing on 11:30 p.m. Thursdays. Thank you guys so much, and let's get to the show. Hey there, Travis.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a closer spider walk with me?
A what?
A closer spider walk with me?
No, I don't think so.
Well, this episode does start off with a church, so I was thinking of that song, take a closer walk with me. No, that's not how it goes. Now I'm all confused.
Okay.
But no. Yes, this is Pod Against Evil, the podcast where we break down every episode of Pod Against Evil one at a time.
Stand Against Evil.
Stand Against Evil.
Again, we're not breaking down ourselves.
Unbelievable. This, I will get this eventually one day.
It's like the second to last episode of this season.
We're running out of episodes for me to get this right. But, yes, so we are talking about one of my favorite episodes today. I'm not gonna lie. This is episode 7, A Spider Walk With Me. And who's talking about this 8-legged episode? Well, it's me, Nick the Merc with a mic, and my fellow apologist over here, the god of the pod,
Travis.
Oh, I am so excited, Travis. This is the one.
This is it?
This is the one where the owl line comes from. We will get to it. I realize I've used it a couple times before because it's my favorite line from this whole first season. But you probably have not been getting that reference the whole time.
I don't really remember using the reference, but...
I'm so excited. But let's get right into it, all right? Let's just jump right in with it. Okay, so the plot of this episode... The IMDb plot here is a stranger shows up at Stan's door asking to see his late wife's collection of mystical artifacts, but Stan and the girls deny its existence. Once outside, he's attacked by a giant man spider, or, as some may put it, a Spider-Man. Well, I don't know. He did seem a little spectacular. But it turns out he is not superior because our friends get our friends Evie and Stan, our good old sheriffs, get one over on him. But we start off the episode with a church flashback
Because every episode starts with a flashback.
So we see this priest, come down and open up this chest of weapons after he hears something in the basement, because that's what you normally do when you hear something in the basement, correct?
Yeah. That's what I do.
And I do. He takes out this big ass machete and this chest of just ancient weapons and crosses and stuff, and I'm like, oh, he that's where Buffy's chest ended up. I was just because
would that be where it came from?
It's or maybe where it came from. I don't know. Maybe he's a watcher or something.
Yeah, makes sense. Not a very good one though.
Because he opens it up, I swear to God, it's like it's just one stake away from being the chest from Buffy where she keeps all of her crossbows and shit. What's this? So he goes downstairs. We recognize this one as I guess you could call this episode as well as that we ran out of budget for a new set.
Right, so we had to use the same church.
You had to use the set and the costume from the priest again.
Meh.
So we walked down to the same basement, and the priest gets attacked by a giant spider demon. And gets his face all messed up. He gets bit in the face. It's pretty gruesome.
It starts swelling. It's not very pretty.
And so we open on we end with that, with the priest getting dragged back down, and our opening credits show up. We have the puzzle. We open up on the puzzle.
Yes,
this cat puzzle that's half been built. Stan is looking for a place to eat his sandwich. And he's already sitting, Travis. It's not like he'd get up and move somewhere else.
He put his mayo down, Nick.
It's over.
It's a sacred spot now.
I understand this from a sandwich eating perspective. And so he just slips that shit to the side.
Like, he could have easily just pushed it away from him, but no, he slides the whole puzzle off the table because he's a bit of an asshole.
And he says she won't mind. Because,
No, she says she won't notice, I think.
Or something like that. I don't know. And we all know who she is, because it's got to be Denise. She's the only one that's living with her. She's the only one who would be building a cat puzzle during this whole demon infestation. So he realizes he doesn't have any mayonnaise left, which he utters the line,
I wish I was dead.
And yes, I understand this. I prefer Miracle Whip, but I understand mayonnaise on a sandwich. It just isn't a sandwich without Miracle Whip. That's for sure.
I can easily live without it.
So we meet our mysterious stranger as Stan goes to leave to get some more mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, I think his name is Andrew?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And Andrew, yes, that's who he is. He's played by Mark Steger. I have no idea how you pronounce his last name. And he shows up. Stan thinks he's a Jehovah's Witness for a bit, and he's like, well, God's dead, so scram. And he's like, no, I am looking for Claire Miller, and it's like, well, she's in heaven. Wait a minute, how do you believe in heaven but not in God? Well, and he utters this great line of just, well, I believe in McDonald's, but I know for damn sure Ronald ain't for real.
That's just awesome. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Stan gets, in this episode, Stan gets some really good lines in this one.
He does.
He gets some really good stuff. And he brings Andrew with him to the sheriff's office to meet up with Evie, because Andrew believes someone has been fighting the demons off of Willard's Mill because there's just not enough carnage in this town versus how much demon infestation it has.
And they're just both basically like, nope, that seems silly. I don't know.
What are you talking about? I mean, I'm not even sure why they're keeping it a secret. Like, it's... I mean, it's not like it's like a huge... I mean, you gotta figure that most of the people must know, or at least have some sneaking suspicion that there's something bad about the town.
Well, I know why Stan's keeping it a secret, because he doesn't like the guy, and he doesn't want to tell him anything.
Mm-hmm, because he's a nerd.
Nerd.
You know, nerd isn't really the insult it used to be.
Oh, yeah, right.
But yeah, after Stan calls him a nerd, he's trying to figure out, like, oh, wait, Stan has a daughter, because Denise calls Stan in the middle of this, because we actually get a scene of her finding the puzzle destroyed.
She's not very happy.
Like, there's just one small scene. Like, they didn't even have to show that. Like, they should have just gone right to the call. Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? I might have preferred if they gone right to the call, because then you'd be like, who's calling? And it's like, you'd got like, oh, Denise. Oh, that's right, the puzzle. But we get the great, unbelievable line here. The best line of the entire first season, in my opinion, which is...
Your puzzle? No, I didn't... Oh... You know, actually, calm down. I'm pretty sure I know what happened. When I left the house, I spotted an owl that was flying around, and he's the one who probably tore your puzzle apart. You know how owls just... They can't abide puzzles, sweetheart. They hate them. Pushes all their buttons. It's all over the nature channels. I tell you what you do if this would be any relief. Google owl puzzles. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Go get them. Okay, bye.
I love the line, owls just can't abide puzzles.
They can't, Nick. They really just can't.
They can't abide puzzles. You saw that. I saw it in the nature documentary one time.
Oh, yeah.
On the National Geographic.
Like, where would they even come up with a line like that? Like, it seems really random even for Stan.
Well, you still think Stan takes advantage of Denise's naivete so often that he can just know, like, I can just say something that sounds like it might... Not even that it has to sound like it might be true. I just have to say it with enough confidence that she will believe it.
Just say enough words. She'll believe it.
So we do get to see Andrew spying on Denise, who is now buying puzzles from a puzzle store with I guess it's Paula's Puzzle Pound. That is
very specific store.
There's a whole store just for puzzles?
Like, we can't even keep Radio Shacks open, but no, there's a puzzle store.
That seems odd.
Millennials couldn't kill that one, Nick.
Indeed. And then, of course, we see, as we see Andrew spying on him, he hears something in the dumpster. Travis and me is like, oh, is that Pepper? Is that Pepper?
I assumed it was the dog, because, I mean, the dog should come back.
But no, he's attacked by the spider demon. And, like, from behind a dumpster, apparently. Mm-hmm. And we see him in the next scene, and I think we were both surprised, like, he's still alive?
Mm-hmm. Like, usually that doesn't happen, so, like, immediately suspicious.
He's very fucked up, though. He's, like, all, like, you know, discolored. Like, he looks like he got bit. He's kind of beat to shit. Mm-hmm. And so Denise, I guess, found him because he was screaming while she was running away with the puzzles. And so she treats him like a stray dog. Like, I found him, so he's my responsibility.
She won't, like, let him go to the hospital, or at least not stay at the hospital, because it's her responsibility, Nick. She's just like a lost puppy.
So he wants to know about Claire's weapons room. Mm-hmm. So Evie shows him up there. They look up what to do about the spider demon. They figure out that we got to cut its head off with this specific blade. And I love Stan's like, who knew cutting its head off would work?
Without their heads, they're powerless.
I mean, you did stab one with a hockey stick and it exploded. So
it's true.
I feel like these demons aren't all infallible and like indestructible as some others might be.
No.
So I do love this because Denise has been in the previous scene has been looking up cakes, like how to bake a cake.
It seems really random.
It seems random because before it was puzzles and now it's cake, and we're like, what the fuck is going on here?
I honestly had to ask out loud. I'm confused. She was all about what these puzzles were. Now why is she baking a cake? And like as soon as I finish the sentence, she explains it. And it's Denise, you are a strange creature.
So she is making a puzzle cake. And then she is cutting the puzzle
cake.
Out of,
yes, it's a cake made of puzzles, made of cake, made of puzzles, made of cake.
To make a puzzle out of the cake, and I'm like, but why? I thought you bought puzzles.
Oh, you know why, Nick? Because owls will abide puzzle cake.
Oh, okay. That might actually track logically, now that I think about it. Like, for, not like, you know, not track logically.
Not actual
Denise,
logic.
But it might track Denise logically. So, I don't know. I love that. I love Denise and Stan in this episode.
We don't get like any actual reason though of why she's making a puzzle cake.
No, it doesn't matter. It's Denise. Evie doesn't have a great episode though. She gets stuck in a spider web.
Yeah,
because she goes down into the basement from one of the previous episodes. I forget which episode specifically was. It was the Bobby Orr episode.
Yep.
So I think that was the third one. No, it was the fourth one. It was the fourth one. My bad.
And you know, she even mentions out loud how she didn't have a very good experience at this church last time, which Andrew makes a joke about how it's like, oh, you're married last time? She's like, haha, funny.
Well, I had kind of a bad experience here last time.
Is this where you were married?
Very funny.
Fuck you.
But it's like,
freaking comedian.
It was just like, Evie, maybe that was a trigger warning. Maybe you shouldn't be here then. No. She was doing so well, too.
Well, he's like, so how do you know that this demon thing is down here? And he gives this great, like, laugh, which he looks like a puppet.
Yeah.
Like, it's like... and he, like, goes downwards, and he comes back up as, like, how damn it. And, like, Evie turns around and goes, like...
Oh, shit.
And...
She knew what was happening even before she turned around, though.
He becomes this... ridiculous spider-looking thing.
It's pretty awesome.
It's like, you know that episode of Spider-Man, the animated series, where he turns into a man spider?
Yeah, I actually do remember that one.
It's like that, but less scary. Like, there have been creepier monsters on this show before, but this, I'll tell you what, this one definitely has its charm.
Yeah, it's entertaining. Not as scary as, like, Murgatroyd, though.
No. And he wraps her up in this puzzle, or no, not this
web.
This web.
You got puzzles on the brain
puzzle.
there.
The puzzle comes later because there's a moment where I thought the puzzle joke could come back, but it doesn't. the webs wrap up Evie. He does a sonic scream, I guess.
I don't know what he did.
I'm not really sure what exactly was going on. It looks like the effect they used for the canary cry in Arrow or something.
But, like, super slow.
Yeah.
More like a lullaby cry.
It basically transports her into what we call the Land of Shadows, I guess. Which previously we were calling the Land of the Dead, although I'm not 100% sure if the two are different or if they are...
Well, the spider demon Andrew does make a point of saying you're not dead yet to later on.
Yeah, we'll get there. Anyway, Stan has actually been very effective this episode because, like, as soon as they leave for the church, he moves everything.
But, like, for no real... He doesn't actually give a reason why, though.
I guess his reason he gives later is he didn't like the guy, he didn't trust him.
But he didn't think he was a demon.
I don't know if he thought he was a demon or if he thought he could just punch a demon.
Maybe.
It's hard with Stan. It's hard to tell exactly where his logic has taken him.
Well, you think if he did think Andrew was a demon, Stan would have informed Evie of that.
Yeah, but like apparently he said before, like, I told you that guy looked like that. Like, no, you did not.
He didn't.
You did not say that. But he's moved the weapons, or he's given Denise the task of moving the weapons to a storage unit for safekeeping, which is a pretty smart move.
Except for involving Denise.
Well, he writes down the plan for her, where it's only really one step, which is take this stuff to the storage unit, don't stop. Like, there's not a whole lot to this plan.
Unfortunately, that's like 3 or 4, maybe 5 words too much for Denise.
And I do like, because Denise is confused right from the get-go, and then she stops later when she sees the tattoo shop. So Stan, while waiting for the guy to return, we see Andrew, Spider-Man Andrew. Oh my God, it's Andrew Garfield.
That's our Spider-Man.
And he comes up and walks. He does this cool little spider walk that I like. Even when he's in his human form, he walks up the stairs in this like spidery type way.
It's pretty funny to watch.
It's really fun. Like I don't know why it amuses me so, but the guy is actually. I should mention that Mark Steger or whatever how you pronounce his name. Maybe it's like French Steger.
I don't know.
But he actually plays a lot of monsters.
Does he?
Yeah. He was one of the Infected in I Am Legend. He was in The Pact. He was in... I think he was actually in Stranger Things as one of the monsters in... What was it? Oh, yeah. He's actually plays for the motion capture for the Demogorgon, I think.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he might be... Yeah, he does play the...
Yeah, he's the only quote is being the monster.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, apparently he does a lot of like monster move stuff. So this must be a pretty,
average day for him.
Average day, yeah. So, but this must be the first time he has to do it without a heavy set of makeup or a mocap suit on.
Probably.
And I guess we got to give Andrew most vile person this episode.
I mean, Drinkwater doesn't show up.
Because Drinkwater isn't here. No Drinkwater this episode. And Stan is surprisingly effective in this episode. I mean, he destroys Denise's puzzle in the very beginning.
And blames it on owls.
But for the rest of the episode, he's pretty proactive, and he gets some really nice moments near the end.
Yeah.
So there's not really anyone else to give to. We actually have to give most vile person to one of the fucking demons today.
Weird that is actually something we don't normally do, because they are, demons.
I do like the fact that when Stan confronts him, is like, I knew you'd be back. All right, now I want to go easy on you because you're a little guy. And I'm like, okay, so does he know he's a demon?
I don't think so.
And he gets transported into the spirit world too, or the realm of shadows. Sorry, the shadow realm. I guess. I guess they lost a duel.
Hey, there was no cards involved.
There was no
cheater.
You can't kill a demon in the shadow realm. But yeah, apparently Stan's like, oh my God, is this Land of the Dead? Is this heaven?
Is heaven? Claire here? Oh, shit. Shit done my laundry, mate. Sure smells like low tide at Asshole Beach.
Which is another, like, awesome line. Like, great line. Good line work, Stan, there.
Claire hates Asshole Beach.
But yeah, this is where we get the reveal that it's actually the Land of Shadows, and we get the breakdown from Spider Guy of what happens when Constable Eccles burned the witches and sent them here. Mm-hmm. And that way that he can have their souls and their bodies to tie demons to, and then send them back to the
realm of the living. And that's how he's been able to, consolidate power amongst the Willard's Mill, populace.
Coven. Yeah. And so that actually starts to make a lot of sense of what we've seen before. We see in the real world, we see Denise actually contemplating getting the tattoo. She actually does ask her dad, but via voicemail.
Mm-hmm. Leave a message.
Hey, Dad, I know you said go to the storage space and then come straight home. But then I thought, what if I got a tattoo? Great idea, right? I mean, I'm the only person who doesn't have a tattoo. So then I thought, but what if...
Leave a message.
Hey, Dad, it's Denise. So I know you said go to the storage unit and then come straight home. But then I thought, what is happening?
Poor Denise.
So I love the fact that she doesn't just keep going with the message where she left
off.
No,
she has to do it again each time.
She keeps trying to do the message again and again, but faster each time to try and do it. It's so bashing your head up against the wall to try and fix the problem, but like you're not.
It's so Denise.
It's so like Denise is on Denise level. Like she's at 11 levels of Denise this episode.
She is a lot of Denise,
and I kind of love every second of it. Like I love that, and I love Stan and Denise. I feel are the best in these two episodes.
They're pretty entertaining.
But don't worry, Evie. You get your moments in the next episode. So, I really like that the spider demon does tell like Evie, it's sort of like I attacked me. Okay, feel like that was probably unnecessary.
He even says like how he bit himself, like, but you had injuries on your face. How did you bite your own face?
That? I don't know. But so Spider Guy also tells them that what his plan is, because he actually wants to buy his soul back. So in order to do that, he's gonna you take the last two living sheriffs of Willard's Mill, exchange them for his soul, I guess. I think he was going to, trade them to Constable Eccles or something.
He wasn't very specific.
He wasn't very specific on it, but he had some sort of plan going with it. And he says, like, okay, but once you get your soul back, like, won't the other coven be pretty mad about that? Like, oh yeah, they're going to totally help me. That's why I need Claire's weapons, all her weapons and books and stuff.
Right.
So your plan is to kill us, but then do our job? Oh yeah, totally. And it's a weird kind of evil plan, because the evil guy, he wants to become human again, but then he realizes that, like, oh crap, I'm going to be vulnerable and weak then, so I need all this other crap. He wants to become the superhero out of necessity,
right,
than anything else.
Not because he wants to save people, just because he wants to save himself.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you think the people of Willard's Mill will think about that? What do you think the constable will think about that? I don't know. Why don't you ask him yourself? Because we've seen the Constable Eccles sneak up behind him this whole time.
He's not very happy.
And then Spider Guy goes, damn it, and my monologuing ways. And his head gets chopped right off.
Slice with a scythe.
And apparently, yeah, they didn't need that super special weapon. Apparently, he just needed to get his head cut off.
Yeah. Well, my guess is that considering it's the Constable Eccles weapon, it probably does have some special properties.
Yeah, it's probably maybe the weapon was blessed and they're both kind of weirdly magical or something. Yeah, I'll call it on that one.
Yeah.
Although Evie does have it in her back
somehow the knife that she grabbed did get transported to the Shadow Realm. So,
well, I think she did bring it with her to the basement, but I thought the Spider Guy would have totally taken from her when she got wrapped up in the webs.
Yeah, maybe he didn't know it was there.
But she did have it in the spirit realm. She was ready to take his ass out, but I was like, oh, well, I'll let the constable take care of it.
Yeah, why bother doing extra work?
So that was a pretty creative solution for the end of this episode. I kind of liked it, where it was basically a self-defeating demon where
They didn't have to lift a finger.
They basically just stood there and watched and just got exposition delivered at them, and it's like, okay, well, this solved itself. And they get transported back to the world of the living because I guess the spider guy is the only thing keeping them there.
Yeah, it must be their power to bring the people to the realm of shadows.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like all the demons must have this latent ability to bring people into the realm of shadows because we've seen like 3 or 4 of them do it now.
It happens a lot.
So we see Denise come back as Stan and Evie are arguing about whether or not Stan told her that, like, I told you the guy was trouble or whatnot. And Denise comes back.
Tell you what, tomorrow we just go down to the storage and get all your mother's stuff out.
Oh my god. I completely spaced on that.
I beg your pardon? I told you to go straight. I wrote it down for you, for the love of Christ.
Oh, I totally spaced on that. Because I told you, I wrote it down. Like
one job.
What were you doing? Maybe I was busy growing. Go grow in your room.
Also, I really kind of hope that the stuff is just still in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like it must be, but
it's got to be just in the car. So maybe she saved him a trip back to the storage unit.
Yeah.
I do love that, like, he does, like, I guess there's all this parenting thing, it's all on me now, and then...
God help us all.
Although he does this is another great moment where he gives Evie the remote, and he's like...
Here, dealer's choice. Take a spin.
This is a big day for me.
Yeah, it is. Welcome aboard.
So I love that moment.
Yeah,
it really shows, there's no two ways about it, like, Stan is like, hey, you've earned this. You've earned a chance at picking what we watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see Denise and what her tattoo actually was. So I thought for sure it was going to be a puzzle piece. I thought for sure it was going to be a puzzle piece.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a pot-bellied pig.
Or with an owl attacking the puzzle piece or something. But no, it is her giving herself a thumbs up.
She gave herself a tramp stamp of her own face.
Oh, excuse me. So yeah, this is where I'm just like, I needed Stan and Evie to kind of get to this point, I guess, to where they could really work together and
not leave each other for dead.
Not leave each other for dead. Stan is very proactive. He's very smart in this episode with the moving the weapons and stuff. I like him a little bit less lazy than he was in previous episodes. I mean, I love the fact that he's cantankerous and old. That's great. But I do like the fact where he gets a little proactive. It's easier to root for him.
Right, where he actually does things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Evie gets captured again in this episode, which...
It's been 2 episodes since she got captured last, so
yeah,
I mean...
so I guess we're due one. We're due one. I do wish they would get like more of a situational awareness where the audience is like by the time when we see the guy survived the spider attack, we're like, oh, this guy's totally not above board here,
right? And especially when he leads her back to the church, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that anyone would be like, hey, you want to go to church? You should just arrest them right then.
I mean, it's basically exactly what happened the last time she was in this church basement.
Yeah,
and like they never even referenced like, damn it, again in almost the exact same fucking way. I think the shot may be even the same, where she they turn around or whatnot. Like, oh god damn it. So yeah, I love the lines in this one. I mean, the puzzle line alone is just hilarious. We get like Low Tide at Asshole Beach. That's always great. The Ronald McDonald line. I mean, I even like Stan is very excited to meet like John Wayne and Frank Sinatra in like heaven.
Yeah,
he doesn't seem very concerned of him being in the shadow room. He's like, oh, am I heaven? Well, maybe I can go meet some people here. Like he totally forgets about the spider demon that he was supposed to kick the ass of.
Yeah, it's Stan.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. How'd you like the episode?
No, this was a really good episode. Like I said, it didn't make me actively hate any of the characters, so that's actually a plus for this show. Partially because, again, Drinkwater doesn't show up.
Nope, no Drinkwater, so that's... I mean, on one level, I actually kind of miss Drinkwater and his really weird, gross analysis, because you'd always remember him, for sure. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the monster in this one is not, like, very scary, but he is...
It's funny to look at,
but he's so fun. Like, he's such a fun, weird kind of monster that is so, like... I don't know. It's just something about the way he moves that is funny to me. Like, even in his spider form, he's like, his pincers, like, he kind of like wiggles them a little bit. And I'm just like, oh my god, that's so cute. That's adorable. Like, I just want to hug the spider team.
You guys was going to give him some trick-or-treating candy?
Yeah, I mean, Evie does get a chance to be a little more proactive because she's, well, I shouldn't say that.
She plans on being proactive.
Yeah, and, you know, she's really into this whole demon fighting thing. She's pretty much accepted that in her role. I like the fact that she's 100% like, okay, let's go get the spider demon, and she grabs the weapon, like the weapon she needs, and like, okay, I got this. We're gonna go take care of this. But yeah, it feels like she hasn't been wasn't in the previous couple episodes where they get betrayed by the newcomer to Willard's Mill. We're someone that's from outside of the town. I'm turned out to be a demon. Like,
well, the last episode was Goths. They actually were not demons to begin with.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, another decapitation. Those seem to be going around for these episodes.
Didn't explode again, too.
Oh yeah, there's also this weird shot where we see Constable Eccles again before the final shot of the episode. Because we see him cut off the demon guys, the spider demon's head, and then, you know, everyone goes home and, and everything's cool. So we see them back at home. But then right after that, we get a scene of Constable Eccles walking through the Land of Shadows, kicking the spider demon's head, and just walking towards the camera.
Yeah,
all ominous.
It's kind of a weird scene.
I think they just needed another scene to transition them from, you know, from the basement of the church to home. But I'm not sure, like, you know, just a fade-in wipe could have accomplished the same thing. It was just weird to show Constable Eccles when we just saw him a second ago.
And it didn't, provide any new information.
I mean, I guess you could interpret it as that he's coming and that it's like there's only one episode left.
Yeah,
sort of thing. I don't know. I didn't get that when I was watching it. I was just like, huh, that was a weird shot to go to for just a couple seconds and then to go back to.
Also, like, Evie, when she gets released from the Shadow Realm, gets put back in the basement, but why does Stan get put in the basement?
So, well, I'm assuming that he walked with the spider guy to go meet up with Evie where Evie was in the Realm of Shadows, which I can only assume means that the Realm of Shadows has some sort of connection to the real
overlay
world. Yeah, it must be like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's like the Upside Down from the Stranger Things, but kind of, sort of.
Just like some kind of overlay where they do match up locations.
I kind of like to think that it might actually be what Willard's Mill might have looked like beforehand when the coven was active.
1800.
Because there's so much woods around. True. And like it kind of looks like that where the witch got burned in episode, I want to say 3 or 4, but then it's like, oh, but wouldn't there be... We've seen the flashbacks to the church and a couple of other buildings.
Yeah.
Like, there'd be a couple other places that would be from back then.
Right.
So instead it's just this woods area, probably because it's just an easier set to shoot on,
right.
To be completely honest.
That's what they got.
It's a spirit realm thing. Like, I feel like they're like, well, Evie and Stan are together, we'll just put them wherever Evie was before.
That's fine, probably.
I like the spider web effect in this one, although it does feel like it more feels like, instead of it's supposed to feel like, you know, Evie's struggling to get out of the webs and she can't. It definitely, when you look at it, you go like, she's struggling to not break any of the webs.
Probably.
Because they look super fragile. She looks like if she sneezed, that whole web structure would come on down.
Which is enough reason not to do it. I'm guessing it was not comfortable getting that all set up.
No, I mean, I can only imagine that must be sticky, because it looks like
she complains about it being sticky.
Well, I mean, like in the real life, the practical effect department, like, I wonder how you do that and have it stick to as much of the actor as possible.
Right.
Like, I guess I always was curious about that, like, because I've seen there's so many CG web effects now that I, like, never question, like, well, they were just there, and then they edited most of that in post or something, and there was some digital stuff going on. This is all practical, so I was I'm like, oh man, did they just get him with a bunch of those like spider cans or whatever, like from the toys?
It'd be really fun to like be behind the scenes and see some of these shots be, done.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how like for a shot like that, how long does it take for the actor to get all that spider stuff off their costume and their hair and stuff?
Right? How many takes does that take?
Or does it like all dissolve? Like, is there a special like solution that like kind of takes it off or dissolves?
It could be water soluble.
I don't know. I'm very curious about that. I'll have to look that up or something.
I bet you still feel like it's in your hair all day, though.
Ew. Don't like it. Do not like. But you know what I did like? I love talking this episode with you because this is definitely like my second favorite. Only because I actually really like the next episode we're about to watch, the finale.
Okay, well, I can't say much then. But I did enjoy this one. This one had a lot of fun lines in it.
Indeed. Hopefully, now I think it's time for us to get our own tattoos. I'm thinking about getting one in the form of a cake puzzle. That's also a puzzle. That's also a cake. Really gonna put the tattoo artist through his paces there.
I guess.
I don't know. What are you getting?
I'm gonna get a spider pig.
You gonna get a spider pig?
Yep.
Spider pig. You're combining Murgatroyd and the spider guy.
Yes.
Or is it just the spider pig from the spider pig scene from the Simpson movie? Both of them. Spider pig. All right, catch you guys later on the next episode of Pot Against Evil.
Finale!
The finale, yes. So we'll get Les back on to talk about that. And yeah, with that, if you just want to help out the podcast, you can go and give us a review on iTunes. Give us one of those 5-star reviews. That would really help us out with visibility. Write in something there that we can read on one of the episodes maybe, and, tell us what tattoo you'd like to get, where you think would be more appropriate for Denise, or what puzzles do you think owls do abide, or is it just all puzzles? What's your theories? I want to hear them. Message me on our Facebook page, Pot Against Evil on Facebook, or tweet us at Pot Against Evil, or just email us at potagainstevil@gmail.com. And with that, we're going to get right on out of here because, I see an owl in here, and you know how they don't abide podcasters.
Oh, God, no.
They do not abide podcasters. You get out of here. Oh, God, no.
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 Stacking.
It's the talons. They hurt.